What's up guys, it's Kevin here. Today is going to be another food review. I'm going to try something called Cup-baps. Ta-da! So Cup-bap is actually a Korean instant food truck item where students, after they finish their private cram school lessons or tuition, they would line up to these food trucks and get instant hot rice dishes. It looks something like this. Obviously now it has become a bit more commercialized. You can buy it in the Asian grocers. But the idea of it where you can get homey foods that are fast, cheap and somewhat delicious, I think that's something really cool that I've never tried before. So today I am going to be reviewing 4 different cup-baps that I've acquired, and the easy way to do it is to microwave it for just a few minutes each. Literally the lazy way, especially for students and even for me if I'm working. Without further ado, I'm so hungry, let's eat. Ta-da! Alright, I'm back. So the first item I'm having is the Bulgogi cooked rice with spicy sauce and chicken. Now the color is really red and I'm gonna guess it's gonna taste like kimchi. It smells really like a mix between the curry and kimchi actually. If you look at the color, it's super red. Chicken chunks here which are preserved in that packet. I don't know how long it has been there. Wow. Okay, it's actually not bad. It has a very strong kind of underlying curry taste mixed with gochujang, soybean, chili paste, and I think it's really fragrant. I'm addicted to this. It definitely tastes better than it looks. It did not score well on the visuals. What surprised me was the rice. When I took it out from the packet, it was already cooked. I think if I was a student, I wouldn't mind this coming out of class. If it was a really cold day, hot cup of spicy chicken and rice, wow, it is quite good. Moving on, the next dish is the Bulgogi cooked rice hot pot with bulgogi. So beef bulgogi is one of my favorite Korean dishes. I just absolutely love beef slices, especially with that nice garlicky onion taste. So this one is a little bit different because it comes with glass noodles. Again, it does not score well for visuals. Take a look at that. I think the presentation could be better, or maybe the beef could be cut differently in terms of slices. Wow, this is actually really good, guys. Like, I would eat this. The mushrooms add this nice earthy taste to it, especially with that soy undertone flavors. Oh man, the glass noodles have softened up after the microwave. It was actually pretty hard before that. The beef, I was actually thinking would it be chewy or rubbery, but no, it's actually really soft and tender, not gamey at all. I like this better than the first one actually. The flavors are much better. Third dish we're gonna try is the seaweed soup with rice. Now this is the first time I've seen a seaweed kind of broth with rice where you have to fill up water to a certain level so that the stock can actually coat all of the rice and create this kind of hearty miso based soup. And as you can see, the seaweed has already plumped up from the heat. Now it's all expanded. Prior to this, it was actually quite small and shriveled up. Looking at this kind of feels more like a vegetarian side dish where literally it's just soup and seaweed, and you won't get much protein or maybe not much nutrients from this. But if you're just feeling like having a light snack, or maybe you're a vegetarian for that day, you can try it out. Man, I actually do like the broth. It's a very subtle umami taste. Maybe they did actually have some kind of fish stock for the broth, and there's a slight salty taste to it, which it complements the seaweed well. Write in the comments below, guys, is this something that people normally do eat in Korea? Is this something that they really enjoy, having just seaweed and rice with soup? Because for me, I would just literally eat all of the seaweed and leave the rice. Feels like home actually. Has a very reminiscent of Asian culture and our obsessions with soup. Last but not least, we have here the rice with, I think it's spicy pork. I literally cannot understand the Korean words, but I think that is pork. So if you can see from the picture, the amount of pork is so little in the packet. Definitely did not live up to this. This is expectation, this is reality. There's like this extra seaweed sesame seasoning, and you can top up with the mayonnaise to pour over. I'm going to stir it out to find out how it looks like. Here's one scoop. You can see the mayonnaise acts as a binding glue, kind of like the coating to mix everything together. That is so tasty, man. This definitely blew my expectation. The mayonnaise goes so well with the spicy sauce. It's kind of like almost like when you add cheese to your spicy chicken. You know, like in Korean dishes, my favorite dish is, I think, cheese buldak, something like that, where they have chicken coated in the spicy sauce and covered with cheese. That is my favorite dish of all time. So this is really reminiscent of that because it's just so moist and the spiciness is actually just very faint, but I think good enough to give you a kick. Man, I love that mayo. Then I'm gonna put more mayonnaise. It's actually much better than I thought. I was thinking it was gonna be really like artificial, or maybe it tasted really full of preservatives and stale, but they really did a good job to make all of the flavors so good. Definitely among all 4 of the cup-baps, this is my favorite. The last one, the spicy pork with mayonnaise, is the best flavor. The beef bulgogi was actually pretty decent, especially with that nice miso underlying flavor for the bulgogi taste. And the seaweed rice dish, okay, to me that is my least ranked flavor because there's not much going on there. Literally, it's just floating seaweed on the rice and not worth your money if you're paying the same price for all of these cup-baps. Alright guys, that's the end of my review for the cup-baps. I think now I really understand a little bit more of this Korean food truck culture for students. Maybe I might do it more often and eat it if I'm like lazy and hungry. That's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!